Seneca Nation. Let's ride.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of high school football right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We join a game already in progress as we had a little connectivity issues with our internet, but we are up. We're good to go. I think we should be good for the rest of this broadcast. So fingers crossed. We had to make some adjustments to make sure that we were going to be good for the whole broadcast as opposed to just sputtering in and out there. So hopefully we're good to go.
Yeah, we had to make some adjustments. Having a little bit of issues here. It's early season things that we run into here, Nate.
We do appreciate you joining us here on the call. Tiffin Calvert jumped out to an early 6-0 lead on the strength of a pass to A.J. Shoemaker from Charlie Palm as he took it 60 yards to the house. And the Senecas missed the extra point. There's some kind of a snap exchange issue there between the snap and between the center and the holder. But regardless, it's 6-0 Calvert to start this one out. And we're thankful for you joining us here on the call here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Monroeville has the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. They sling it away. Pass is complete. Right side as Colton Clark, junior quarterback, completes the pass out to Colton Cook. Number 7. Short gain on the play, 4 yards. Sets him up a 2nd down and 6. I want to welcome you to the broadcast as we have Greg the Wizard Kinn alongside me, Donnie Hannum on camera, and we'll be connecting with Eric Hall momentarily here along the sidelines as we're live here in Monroeville, Ohio from Marsh Field for this matchup. Figures to be a barn buster between these two schools.
It usually is.
Good blocking up front by the Eagles as they pick up another 4 yards as number 23, Connor Boris, has it down to the 48-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 2. Senecas received the opening kickoff, and it took them 2 plays to score, Greg.
Yeah, they were quick about it, and they didn't even wait for us at all.
Well, they didn't. They weren't waiting for 7 o'clock either. They got that ball kicked off at 6:57.
Yeah, they sure did.
Of course, the one time we're having some issues getting started, they had to get started early. So, shotgun formation. Clark hands off to Boris off the right side. He's got some running room to the 40, 35 to the 30. Tripped up and taken out of bounds inside the 25 to about the 22-yard line. Connor Boris on the carry, but hang on. We got some laundry right around the 46-yard line, or 44-yard line, inside Calvert territory. This looks like holding against the Eagles.
Ooh.
And it'll come back, and potentially this could wipe out that 1st down run.
That's a costly one there, Nate.
As a 10-yard penalty is a spot foul from the 45, they're saying. So it'll be marked at the 45 inside Monroeville territory. So they'll set them up with a 3rd and 5 coming up here.
Got that big gain there.
That was a big gain all the way inside the 25. He had it down to the 22-yard line. And he took a shot at the end of that run, too. So all that for nothing, Greg.
Yeah.
We'll give a big shout-out to our pregame show sponsor, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. As I know we were not able to give you a pregame show tonight, but we can't thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant enough for all their contributions to our broadcasts here on Heart of Ohio Sports, as that one's fake the handoff. Ooh. And Colton Clark keeps it. But a nice read there as number 51, Anderson Hart, comes in and trips him up, stops him short of the 1st down marker. So it's going to be 4th and 3, Greg. Decision time coming up here.
I mean, it's early in this one, Nate. I mean, we're just getting started here. I'm not sure exactly what kind of moxie the Eagles head coach has over there, what he wants to decide to do, if he's going to come out swinging fast or, play the long, smart game here. So
we'll have to see what the plan is here, but looks like they're going for it. 4th and 3. We'll have to watch the count. They go for it. They hand it off. They're stood up and dropped behind the line. Big stop by that Calvert defensive front.
Wow.
Led by Connor Moyer and Anderson Hart. 2 seniors leading the way. Coming up with a big stop on 4th down.
Take another look at that one here. Big time stop on 4th down, Nate. You ain't kidding. Tries to get to the outside there, tries to cut back in. I said, no, you're not getting around this way. Senecas with a big time stop there. That's how you send the message after last week's game, Nate. They got a lot to prove to themselves and to the Seneca Nation. Oh, no.
A big play. And the Eagles have it all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, we're going to take another look at that one, Nate. Just an interception there.
Just unable to field that one cleanly as Max Griffin was the intended receiver. But I'll tell you what, that was a big-time play there by Monroeville as they just turned it over on downs, Greg.
Yeah,
First play, they come out throwing the ball, and they turn it over. Big-time performance. That's a big-time play there.
Yeah, that's big time for Monroeville after just, being stopped on a 4th down play and having to give up the ball. You get it right back.
And now Clark on the quarterback keeper. Got it. About 3 yards, maybe 4 on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Our scoreboard camera is having some malfunctions today. We upgraded our camera, so we thought, hey, we'll use the old cameras as scoreboard cameras. Evidently, they don't like that. They're like, no, we're regular cameras. We only like to be used as a
I'm
regular
still not sure
camera.
if it isn't a cord or something, actually.
I'm not sure.
Something's going on there.
But nevertheless, Clark on the quarterback keeper buries his head forward, and he lays the wood on A.J. Shoemaker. Now, Shoemaker, for his part, took him down to the ground. He got him down. And it's going to be a 3rd down and long. You have 3rd and 7 coming up. But I'll tell you, Greg, head first, the quarterback goes into that play.
Well, Nate, you just saw them go for it in 4th down here around midfield. So you got to think this is 4th down territory for sure down here. It's a 3rd and 5. We'll try to keep you updated on the downs here since we don't have them on the screen tonight.
3rd down and 5. 6 minutes and 35 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. It's 6-0 Calvert. Clark has it in the shotgun. 2 receivers set. He's going to keep it. Little pitch out to the outside. That's Boris.
Nice job.
Logan DeMoss was all over that one. Stops him in the backfield at the 19-yard line. It's going to be a 4th and 8 coming up. Decision time for the Eagles here. Do you have a kicker who can make it from here? Because this makes it a 3-point game here.
I want to take another look at that one, Nate. It was just a great open field tackle there. The options sometimes so hard to defend.
Boy, Logan DeMoss really just sniffed that one out all the way in the backfield, making the play.
Wrapping up big time.
Boy, that camera's nice and crispy, isn't it, Greg? I like that.
I finally get to enjoy looking at it now that we're trying to get through all this stuff.
Clark slings it right side, complete at the 1st down marker. Did they get the first? Let's see.
Gave him a good spot.
Eric Hall down there on the sidelines are saying he got the 1st down. Well, they mark him just shy of the 10-yard line. So that'll keep the drive going for the Eagles here. After the interception, now they have it inside the Rhiems red zone. And they have it 1st and 10. They can still get a 1st down without getting the touchdown here. That was a 1st down brought to you by NLS Professional Grounds.
That's crazy. They can still get another
Fumble, ball on the ground, and Boris able to fall on top of it. They lost about a half yard there, but 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 11 coming up here. Folks, if you're watching this video, please help us out. Share the video, whatever platform you're watching on. Give us a share, whether it's YouTube, Facebook. And we are also streaming on Twitch tonight. Help us out. Share the video. If you're looking for the Columbian game, you can find that over on the X stream. That's on YouTube. As quarterback pitches it out to the right side. He follows his blockers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the goal line at about the 3-yard line. Colton Cook on the carry there. But a big 3rd down coming up here. The Senecas defense has already come up with a couple of big stops on 3rd down here today, Greg. But it's the 4th down conversion on this drive that's kept this one alive. And now the Eagles have it here. It is 3rd down, isn't it? The scoreboard says 2nd.
Yeah, it should be 3rd down. I mean, is there anything more frustrating, Nate, than forcing a team 3 and out, and then they go for it on 4th?
Hand off to Boris off the right side, and it looks like he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Monroeville. Eagles on the board with 4:01 left to play here in the first quarter.
Quiet here without Tommy, isn't it?
Does he have this muted?
Shouldn't. And the kick is good right there. And that, just the one kick difference already is going to make this a 7-6 ball game.
Eagles take the lead on the strength of the extra point.
Extra point's so important in high school.
Very important. And there's so many elements involved with that extra point that have to go right. And just one of those can go wrong, and it all goes wrong.
Yeah. Got fans watching from Orlando, Florida here.
Oh, I love to see that. Anybody who's out there watching this broadcast, let us know where you're watching from. We always love to see where our fans are watching from. Of course, you can always submit a picture of yourself watching the game. Submit it through Facebook or Instagram. You send us a message and be entered to win our Fan of the Game, brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. That'll be revealed in the post-game show, brought to you by your Legacy Federal Credit Union.
Yeah, because everybody knows the real fans stick around to the end of the game.
That's right. They don't bail after the game's over. They stick around for the post-game show. That's right.
Back deep for the Senecas, number 5, AJ Shoemaker, and number 10, Logan DeMoss.
AJ Shoemaker and Logan DeMoss back deep to return for Tiffin Calvert. DeMoss fields it at the 16-yard line. Cuts it to the outside to the 30. Stiff arm to the 35, and he's out of bounds near the 40-yard line. Logan DeMoss has a nice return there. Picks up about 25 on the return. Sets up Tiffin Calvert with excellent field position to start this one out at their own 40-yard line. Palm takes the snap, slings it out left side. That's Tucker Coleman on the reception. Buries his head forward, picks up about 5 down to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, I'll take 5 yards on a play all day long.
Absolutely.
Offense is looking a lot more confident than they were last week.
They really are. Eric, you might want to turn the volume up on your phone a little bit. That headset's
all the way up.
All right, that headset's a little quiet. I got you all the way up now, so.
All right.
Tommy's on the extreme call tonight, as making it over here from upper would have been a little bit of a drive for him to make it on time. So Charlie Palm drops back. Now he's going to take off and run with it. And he's got the first down and then some. He's inside Eagles territory, and he's out of bounds just shy of the 40-yard line at the 41. Nice run there by Charlie Palm. Sophomore quarterback. Had a little bit of a rough week last week as the first start of his career didn't go the way he wanted it to, Greg, but valuable learning experience. And I'm sure they watched some film. They found some things that they could do better.
Oh, yeah.
And they found some things that they did well in that game, and they're trying to accentuate those things today.
So that's a hallmark of a good team and a good coaching staff, is to learn from the losses, learn from the mistakes, and get better.
That's right. 3:05 left to play here in the first quarter. 7-6, Monroeville on top. Calvert has it 1st and 10 at the Eagles 41. Handoff to Nolan Lee. He carries it up the middle, gets about 2 down to the 39-yard line. That's one area of the game that's been missing from this Seneca's attack here in the early going is the run game, Greg. Last week, didn't have much of an attack on the ground. Of course, when you're trailing early 20-0 at halftime, you're not going to go to the ground very often at that point.
Takes you out of the run game real fast.
But they really did try to get that going early and just was not there. Their line just wasn't getting much push in that game, and it kind of surprised me a little bit. I think it surprised the coaching staff, too. They got into them a little bit this week in practice, and I think they challenged these seniors up front to kind of, let's see what you can do this week. Palm back to pass here on 2nd and 8. Pressure, and he's going to have to just throw it away. There was nobody anywhere near where that one was ended up. That should have been intentional grounding.
Yeah, the other side's calling for it. They're not happy.
There is no tackle box in high school, so. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up. Boy, these scoreboards. Now it says 4th down on the scoreboard, Craig.
Yeah.
Down here, they were trying to give them an extra down. Here, they're taking away an extra down.
Maybe it's a good thing we didn't have the camera working on this.
Palm back in the shotgun. 3rd down. Looking to pass. Slings it right side. Complete to Shoemaker right at the 1st down marker. And he's going to be out of bounds. Should be good enough for a 1st down. That's going to move the chains. That'll be an NLS Professional Grounds 1st down. Eric, you were right down there with that one. What did you think about that pass?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about the getting that 1st down. He got that forward progress, and originally the ref didn't give him the spot, and then he kind of looked where he was at, took a step over, and gave him the spot.
All right. No home cooking here in Monroeville.
Decision.
1:45 left to play here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Calvert. Palm back to pass, slings it over the middle, complete to Coleman. And he's got a blocker, but he's got it down to about the 15-yard line. Tucker Coleman on the reception. And that'll be good for another 1st down, brought to you by NLS Professional Grounds.
Getting 1st down so fast, I can't even keep up yet, Nate.
Yeah.
That's the way you want to do it if you're the Calvert offense.
Let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by our friends at UIS Insurance and Investments. As that hard count is going to get the defense to jump off sides. That'll give Calvert some free yardage there. But keys to the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. For Tiffin Calvert tonight, I think it's really key for them. They've got to stop the run. They got to limit some big plays on Monroeville's part. But really, they need some long, sustained drives. And this is kind of what this one is right here. Started out at their own 40-yard line with a good return. Now they've got it down inside the Rhiems red zone at the 10-yard line. 1st and 5. Looking to punch this one in for their 2nd score of the game. Palm going to take off with it, and defense sniffed that one out right away. Snacked him up in the backfield. About a 2-yard loss there, as the left side of that line just collapsed there, Greggy. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And the defense is blowing that one up.
Second down and 6. We're down to 25 seconds left here. Keys to the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments for Monroeville. They've got to control the tempo and ground and pound. That is the key for them tonight. Ground it, pound it. And I think we're going to get a timeout called by Tiffin Calvert with 12 seconds left here in the first quarter. Timeout's brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. This will give us time to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Vicek Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, Rhiems Produce Farm, Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, Plasonite 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, Clouse Electric, And joining us this week for a promotion push, the Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club, as they're jumping on with us for both games this week, as they're trying to push membership. They want people to sign up for the Tiffin Gridiron Club, as the deadline to join is Tuesday, September 3rd. We'll tell you more about that throughout the broadcast. Palm on 2nd and 6, drops back, had that one batted back in his face, and incomplete as the defense read that one once again all the way. They tried a little bootleg there, and boy, Greg, that defense just sniffed that one out right away. They knew what was coming all the way.
All over that one, Nate.
And now we got 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 6.
Third and 6, ball on the 11, so they can still get a first down here. Ooh.
They're pushing, they're driving, they're pushing all the way down. And I think they got the first down. They're right at the marker. And that is the Senecas' first down, brought to you by NLS Professional Grounds. That's the end of the first quarter. Tiffin Calvert trailing Monroeville, but they are driving as they have the ball at the 5-yard line. They'll have it there. When we come back, you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deter-A-Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, and we're back. Charlie Palm on the quarterback keeper. Buries his shoulder, and he's got it into the end zone for the touchdown. The Senecas punch it in from 5 yards out, and they take the lead once again, 12-7. Charlie Palm on 1st and goal from the 5 said, "Give me the ball. I know where the goal line is."
Yeah, you aren't kidding, Nate.
Eric, you were right down there. How close was that?
I think he actually got in a little deeper than I thought, or did it look there, actually. Because it looked to me like he got it pretty easy.
Snap is back, ball is down, the kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. So the Senecas take a 13-7 lead now with 11:53 left to play here in the second quarter.
And you had to answer back after the Eagles came down the field, matched you for that first touchdown, and took the lead with the extra point.
And they've already exceeded their point totals from last week against Mohawk. And here we have just over 12 minutes played in this ball game. So this Seneca's offense, they felt the challenge, and I think they accepted the challenge here this week, Greg.
Absolutely, Nate. So yeah, I've seen some comments here. Some people noticing some Calvert alumni in my graphics tonight. Yeah, I kind of threw in some of the old school ones that I had. I found buried deep. Figured I'd give them a little run here tonight. I wanted to see them again.
Senecas look like they're one short on the field here. As I believe somebody's supposed to be out there that's not out there. As Lucas Stoltz comes running onto the field. I'm not sure if he was supposed to, but he says, I'll go out there.
He says, I got this.
Kickoff fielded at the goal line. What a kick from Cam Lucius. And nice return there, but nice special teams play as the Senecas wrap him up just shy of the 30-yard line. Colton Clark on the return. That's interesting, Greg. You ever see a quarterback on a kick return?
No, that is interesting. So he was getting
jack of all trades, man.
He was moving.
Mm-hmm. Boogity, boogity, boo. So first down at the 29-yard line for Monroeville. Handoff. Boris hit right in the middle and dropped Anderson Hart. I'll tell you what, man, this kid, he's making some plays right at the line of scrimmage tonight. Called his name already a few times. It's not even the second half yet. Second down and 8. Monroeville brings a man in motion. Handoff. Boris off the right side. He's got some blockers in front. And he's got it down to about the 35-yard line.
I like seeing this here too. Just some Tiffin pride here. Nate says we got a Columbian grad checking in on the Senecas. You don't see that every day.
Yeah, right? You always love to see that. They fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's going to be short of the first down again. Greg, another stop by this defense on third down. And another decision time for Coach Tyler Nestor. A great conversation with Coach Nestor at Benchwarmers this past Tuesday. If you didn't get a chance, go back and watch that entire episode, folks.
Yeah, class act, heck of a guy.
Absolutely. Just outstanding leadership being displayed over here at Monroeville. Resurgence of this program back to the tradition-based, storied program that we've known it for years. He's really kind of reset the culture here. Fourth down, keeper, and a stop once again. This Senecas defense rises to the challenge.
Wow, that's 2 fourth down stops and we're only in the second quarter, Nate.
And both of them inside their own territory, Greg.
Wow, man. They're challenging the Senecas, and like you said, they're rising to the challenge here.
Big time stop. Cam Moyer just collapsed the inside of that line.
I caught that one on the replay here, yeah.
And then Anderson Hart there to just clean up the mess.
Yeah.
Getting kind of pushed around last week. They are stepping up to the challenge this week.
They got that chip on their shoulder.
That's exactly right. They were challenged by this coaching staff. I know that for a fact. Palm back to pass, pressure, rolls to the right, looking, and he's just going to throw that one away. As he was trying to wait for somebody to get open, but nobody presented themselves there. Palm comes to the sideline for the play as offensive coordinator Todd Simons, talk about Columbian alumni there, the offensive coordinator here at Tiffin Calvert. Four receiver set. Actually, now Coleman sets out and it's going to look like a 5 receiver set here. Palm back to pass. Second and long. Slings it over the middle. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. As Cooper Cleary had his hands on that one, but unable to come up with it. And that's going to bring up third and long for this Senecas offense.
Find themselves in a third down here. See how they rise to this challenge.
Third and long. Ball at the 35-yard line. 9:32 left to play in the first half. And the Senecas take a timeout. They lead it 13-7 with 9.5 to play here in the first half. This timeout brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson in Upper Sandusky. We're going to take this time to thank our sponsors, folks. We're going to thank all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring this broadcast to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We'd like to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Vicek Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, Rhiems Produce Farm, Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, Plasonite 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink, Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, Clouse Electric, and Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club. All proud sponsors right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. I know this is a Calvert broadcast, but folks, you can definitely show your Tiffin pride by becoming a member of the Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club. As Palm in the shotgun here on this third and long, looking to pass, slings it over the middle, tipped, but still caught by Tucker Coleman. What a play! As somebody got a hand on it right around the second level of the defense. But somehow Tucker Coleman was able to make the adjustment.
Taking a look here.
And made the catch. Right there. Somebody got a hand on it, but he still made the play. Excellent play there. And it's a first down on third down. Third and long, they convert. This offense looking much better this week. Palm thought he got the defense to jump, but they get back. Shotgun set here. They fake the handoff, sling it out right side for Coleman. Coleman makes a man miss. Spins out of a tackle. We got a flag on the field. I believe this one's coming back, most likely holding. It's usually about the area where that's called. It is indeed against the Senecas. It is a block in the back, though. Not a holding. Usually those wide receiver screens, they get a little bit of... It's just the defender kind of gets his head turned around, and the offensive player might get his arms extended a little too far there. And you look like a guilty party. It's just, nothing you can really do. But that pushes the ball all the way back to the 31-yard line. So first down and 21 coming up here. First down and 20. They need to get it to the 11 to convert. 7 seconds left on the play clock. Luke Van Det still in motion. 2 seconds, and they got to call another timeout. They had to waste their last timeout here before the first half, as they just couldn't get things together. They were asking for the play clock to get bumped up, I think, because of a late substitution from Monroeville. So they were trying to get substitutions in there. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly happened there, but the coaching staff thought there was going to be a little bit more time on the play clock than there was. Either way, it's a timeout brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson in Upper Sandusky. Folks, once again, I've been telling you all night, but I'm going to tell you some more. Tornado fans, Calvert fans, if you love Tiffin Columbian football, here's your chance to step up, make a real impact. The Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club isn't just a membership. It's your direct line to supporting the young men who make this program so special. For just $100, you'll be part of the team behind the team. Your membership helps fund new uniforms, equipment, locker room updates, nutrition supplements. More than $70,000 worth of support has already given back to Tornado football. And you get something back too. I'll tell you more about it after this play. Jet sweep. Logan Moss looking to pass. Slings it down the middle of the field. He's got Shoemaker, but he underthrows him. If he'd have just put a little bit more on that one, that was there. The defense bit, but just wasn't able to put enough under it. Now, Greg, I'm waiting for that with Tucker Coleman, because we know that's coming, right? Like, is he going to throw the ball at all this year? You know he can throw it, right? But once again, with that TC Gridiron Club, you get something really cool back, folks. An exclusive Gridiron Club apparel, special access to team gear, and an invite to senior speech night to meet the graduating class, plus weekly updates from Coach Lutz all season long. Palm back to pass, pressure, steps up, looking. Now he's going to take off and run. And a nice little shove block there from Shoemaker. Picks him up about another couple yards as Palm scampers out of bounds at the 24-yard line.
Great awareness there for him to slip out of there and get a couple out of that at least.
All right, now you got third and long. Third and about 14 coming up here. 8 minutes and 16 seconds left here in the first half. Senecas lead by 6. It's 13-7. Shotgun formation. You got 4 receivers set here. 1 man in the backfield with Charlie Palm. Palm takes the snap, rolls to his left. Got pressure from the backside. He's got to get rid of it. He throws it, and it's going to be, nearly intercepted as Colton Clark had his hands on it right around the first down marker, but he dropped it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think he was worried about getting his feet in, which they were. If he would have caught that, that would have been an interception.
You're absolutely right, though, Eric. I think that's what he was more focused on in that situation, was just trying to get his feet in bounds. Now, look, now you get the kicker out here, and you make this a 2-possession ball game here, Greg. This is coaching 101 right here from Coach Mike Lento.
Yep.
He's making you sit under the learning tree and say, hey, I got myself a kicker. I know he can make this from here. I've seen it in practice. Cam Lucius, this one's good. It'll be a 41-yard field goal attempt from junior Cam Lucius. And I believe delay a game is going to push that ball back another 5 yards. And they are so quick to start that play clock. Like, I'm serious. They have started that play clock before the ball's even set sometimes. I get it. I know it's your team. I know you're trying to help them a little bit, but wow, like that's kind of, I don't know. They're still going to go for it. This would be a 46-yard field goal. I believe this is a school record, Greg. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure. 46-yarder, Lucius. Snap is back, ball's down, kick is up. It's a boot. He's got enough. Is it good? It's good. Wow. That was good from 51.
What a kick. You don't see that a lot in high school.
What a boot. Cam Lucius gives that one a ride for 46 yards. And the Senecas take a 9-point lead with 8:04 left to play here in the first half. Now that gives you a shot of momentum right there. I know they already had some on their side, but Greg, after getting the play clock again, so many times during that drive, things just didn't go their way, and they still come away with 3 points.
That's the adversity, and like you talk about, you keep saying about rising to the challenge, Nate. It's pretty obvious. When you have a team with this much talent, you're going to be frustrated after a loss like last week. So I can only imagine the kind of things that were said in the locker room this week to get these boys to understand that, Coach Lento knows their potential.
100%, Greg. And Lucius boots this one. It's a short kick, fielded at the 30-yard line. And the up man will bring it back to about the 38. That's where the Eagles will start out with this drive. And they had one really good drive, Greg.
Oh, yeah, the first drive. They answered back quickly and with the authority.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty methodical in their approach. I mean, they just pounded the ball down the field. Now, this last 2 times they've had the ball, Senecas have really stepped up defensively. 8 minutes left to play here in the first half. Eagles take over at their own 38. Fake the handoff on the jet sweep, and the defense right there in the backfield to make the stop. As Big Owen Seifert, he didn't even.
Wow.
Wow.
That's, I don't know.
That was a pretty quick call.
That was a really quick call. Well, there's a flag down here on the other end of the field, so I'm believing this is going to be offsetting because I think it's offsides, but I don't know. We'll see what the call is. I'm sorry. I don't think it was offsides. I think it was a motion penalty here on Monroeville. Because I'm pretty sure they had some kind of an illegal procedure down here. As soon as the ball was snapped, that flag flew up from this judge here on the sideline. And I think what happened was the motion man turned his shoulder towards the line before the ball was snapped. I'm pretty sure that's what they're discussing right now. Is this referee down here saw it, saw him turn his shoulder. When you're in motion, Greg, if you're facing towards the sideline, you can stay in motion. Doesn't matter. But if you start to turn towards the line of scrimmage at all, you have to be set before the ball snapped.
Them's the rules, Nate.
I might not know all of them, but I do know some of them. We'll see what the call is here. Is there any, are we going to get any kind of explanation at all?
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, like, I don't understand what's going on here. This referee crew needs to get it together. I mean, I know Grant's down there right now, so Grant's trying to sort things out. Grant's a great referee. I'm not saying anything about this crew, but they need to get it together.
Oh, and you got the fans in the stands calling out so egregiously about things, yeah. You know, something's not quite going right.
Now, because it happened after the play, the holding will still count, and then the dead ball penalty will count. So both penalties should count unless they're going to be offsetting. They shouldn't offset, though, because they occurred at different times. One occurred during the play, one occurred after the play. But nope, that's not what's going to happen here. I guess I'll need an explanation from the referee crew. I'll talk to Grant about this one during the week, see what happened exactly on this play.
Here's my attempt at the clock for you guys there, Nate. It works. There's something
We got something. We try to make it work, folks, any way we can. And we got a false start against the Eagles here. As this one's coming back 5 yards, back to the 45. Now, I know for a fact there's no Monroeville guys in this crew. These are all like, it's not like a hometown referee crew, you know, like these guys travel all over. This crew does games all over Ohio, so it's not like they're just Monroeville's refs. So you can't say they're getting hometown cooking. I hate that phrase. I really do.
Yeah, look at the play clock, Nate. It's not running right now.
He says, look at the clock. Wait, never mind.
So they don't have a play clock on offense?
No, they don't.
They didn't even start the play clock.
Wow.
They started it when the play started.
Yeah, that's something to keep an eye on. I see
Now they started it.
I see one running down here, so yeah.
But that last play, they didn't even start the play. I don't know if because of the penalties they didn't need to. That might be something. More rules that I need to brush up on here. I need to take an officiating course. That's really what it comes down to.
And I want to thank Betty Baxter for enlightening me that, yes, I haven't corrected the score yet. It is 16. My bad.
16-7, Calvert. 6:39 left to play here in the first half. Eagles bring a man in motion. Clark slings it left side, and that's going to be incomplete as he overshoots his intended receiver, and this is going to bring up a third and long. Third and about 15 here.
So we got some updates here from my friend Barry Robinson. Says Mohawk putting it to Cardington right now, 23-0. 3 minutes left in the second quarter.
Them Warriors, I'm telling you what. They're surprising some people, but I don't think anybody in that locker room surprised. When I talked to Coach Eric Daniel at the beginning of the season, he told me this is going to be a group that's going to surprise some people. They're going to sneak up on a few teams. 3rd and long. Clark back to pass, slings it down the middle of the field, incomplete. He had a man, but he overthrows his intended receiver. Man. I don't have a number 8 on my roster, so I can't tell you who it was intended for, but we got a 4th and long, and this time Coach Nestor says, no, let's bring out the punt unit. This is a little too long to try to go for it here, So even though you had the whole snafu with the play and all that's done, it's behind you now. You know, it doesn't matter. DeMoss takes the return, splits a couple of defenders, and he's into the open. Logan DeMoss to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Tiffin Calvert. Logan DeMoss, a 70-yard punt return, and the Senecas open it up on the Eagles here at Marshfield. 22-7, Tiffin Calvert. Wow! And that's the big play potential you get when you put the ball in the hands of Logan DeMoss. Greg, I don't think they'll punt it to him again. What do you think?
Yeah. I think that's a lesson learned right there. See how the extra point goes here.
Cam Lucius on to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, ball is down, the kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. And the Senecas take a 23-7 lead over the Monroeville Eagles with 6:09 left to play here in the second quarter.
Let's see how much of that I caught on the replay. I was taking a look at that. Look, he just splits the sea. The sea of defenders there, just takes off. And man, I tell you what, that 41, he gave chase.
He really did.
I thought he was going to catch him, but just too little, too late right there at the end. What a run back.
Big play is what you're going to get when you put the ball in the hands of Logan DeMoss. I'm telling you what, that young man is special. And you knew it coming into this year. Teams had their bullseye on him. They knew. Keep the ball out of his hands.
Mohawk double teamed him last week a lot.
Double? I've seen a couple triple teams out there.
Yeah.
They
Mohawk
shaded
knew what they were dealing with.
Yeah, they were shading his side of the field every play, pretty much. We do have some score updates from around the area for you. We'll share those here as this one progresses. As over on the X stream, you can find Tiffin Columbian versus Mansfield, as the Tornadoes lead the Tigers 17-6. That game in the second quarter. Once again, you can find that on the X stream. Search Heart of Ohio Sports X stream on YouTube. Seneca's set to kick off with 6:09 left to play here in the first half. And it's returned from the 20. Return man brings it up past the 30 to about the 35-yard line before he's ridden out of bounds. Nice return there by Reed Wasserman. The Eagles will start at their own 35-yard line with a 1st and 10. These Senecas look like a completely different team this week, Greg.
Yeah. Looks like the team that we knew they could be, the team you expected to see in week 1, I think.
I think a lot of people expected to see this team. Hand off to Boris off the right side. Nice running room there as that line cleared out some space for him. He picks up 12 down to the 48-yard line. And that's an NLS Professional Grounds first down. We'll talk about our player spotlight brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. As for Monroeville, my spotlight shines on Colton Clark. I'm telling you what, this kid over 200 yards last week on the ground. Something special here as a junior quarterback for this team. He's kind of a jack of all trades, does just about everything for this team. Hand off to Boris up the middle once again. And he is down to about the 41 inside Calvert territory. A big-time run and a big-time finish at the end of that one. But continuing with our player spotlight, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. For Tiffin Calvert, my spotlight shines on Logan DeMoss, as he just took that one all the way to the house from a punt return. And that's just one of the ways he can affect the game when you put the ball in his hands. And those are our player spotlights, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. If you want to shine for the spotlight, folks, get you a smile you can be proud of, head down to Vicek Orthodontics. Robin and the crew will take good care of you, trust me. It's a place to go when you want to look your best. 4:50 left to play here in the first half. Monroeville driving. Clark, handoff. Boris off the left side as Anderson Hart comes up and makes the stop alongside Connor Moyer.
This is a big-time drive here for the Eagles, Nate.
It really is. They have got to get something on this one.
You never want to find yourself down more than 2 scores in a football game, and it starts to get work starts to get a little too heavy. The load starts to get a little too heavy then.
Absolutely. Some more score updates from around the area after this play here, as Colton Clark in the shotgun takes the snap. He's going to keep it. And this time, Owen Seifert says, hey, you're not going nowhere, buddy. Seifert sniffed that one out right away.
Let's take another look at that one. Just eating up in the backfield there.
I love that they still don't have him listed on the roster as number 70. He's still listed as 50. Because even Coach Coach Tyler Nestor, when we were talking with him on Tuesday, he said big number 70. He didn't know who he was. It's like, yeah, well, there's probably a reason for that.
Big 4th down here, Nate. Again,
another 4th down coming up here for the Eagles.
A much better situation to be in to go for it here on the other side of the field, but still.
Clark, handoff, Boris off the left side. And this time, once again, the defense comes up with a stop.
Just nothing there. Just forming a wall there, Nate. He's driving and driving, but there's nowhere to go.
Cam Moyer and Anderson Hart converge to make the stop in the backfield.
Take another look here at that one. Just a beautiful way to close that one up. Leave no gaps, nowhere to go. You only got 3 yards there, so that's not that hard to get sometimes. And that defense made sure we weren't coming anywhere close to it.
So the Senecas will take over, starting at their own 34-yard line with 3:18 left to play in the first half. They don't have any timeouts, but plenty of time to try to add to this lead before they go to the locker room.
It sounds like just the right amount of time to work your way down the field here, Nate.
Palm hands off to Nolan Lee, and Lee's got it up to about the 48-yard line. And I think this is the offense that Coach Mike Lento and Todd Simons kind of envisioned when they were drawing this up in the summer. Like this fast-paced but spread offense, spread the ball around, get the ball in the hands of a lot of different guys. Try not to be predictable. I think last year they got into a habit and they were a little predictable last year, trying to be a little too conservative. And I think this year they kind of envisioned, look at this, cut back to the outside, Nolan Lee.
Wow, that was a great
But the defense did a great job of closing the gap there.
Yeah, you aren't kidding. That was a great bounce to the outside. The defense knew exactly where he was going and made sure to limit that to hardly anything, if he even got anything out of that one.
Senior Ethan Pomerich on the stop, along with Colton Clark. Mansfield has scored to cut that deficit. 17-12 is the score now, as the Tornadoes lead that one in the second quarter. Edison leading St. Paul 14-7. That's who these Senecas will face next week. They'll face the Flyers at Herneman Field. 3rd and 5. Palm spins out of a tackle, but he spins right into the face of another defender as Alex Schaefer comes in to make the stop in the backfield. And that'll be 4th down coming up for the Senecas. And a timeout called by Monroeville. They want to preserve some time with 1:53 left here in the first half. This timeout brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson in Upper Sandusky. Let's take this time and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ballgame to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Vicek Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, Rhiems Produce Farm, Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, Plasonite 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, Clouse Electric, and Tiffin Columbians Gridiron Club. All proud sponsors helping us bring this broadcast to you right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State.
Speaking of that Gridiron Club, Nate, real quickly, I can show you here. Got a QR code on the screen there. I'll show that more throughout the broadcast. We'll get back to the action here now, but that QR code will take you to the website and get you all the information you need to know about that.
A.J. Shoemaker punts this one away.
A high one.
Hits at the 43, takes a Calvert roll inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line is where he'll be downed as Elijah LeMasters.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and show that graphic again here.
But yeah, once again, this TC Gridiron Club, folks, this is a great way to help support Tiffin Columbian football. Even if you're not, you might think, this is just for, this boosters or what. No, this is a way that you can help support Tiffin Columbian football. I mean, right now, obviously, public schools funding, they're trying to get this levy to pass. See, there's a lot of stuff going on, and honestly, this is the best way that you can show your support. Sign up for the Gridiron Club. Deadline is midnight this Tuesday, September 2nd. Clark on the quarterback keeper. Got some room. Breaks a tackle. DeMoss brings him down inside the 30, right around the 25-yard line, but that's a big-time run by Colton Clark.
Big-time run for a big-time first down. Brought to you by our friends at NLS Professional Grounds.
It's a 44-yard run on first down. Hand off to Boris, and this time Cam Moyer swallows him up in the backfield. And they cannot block him up front right now, Greg. They have no answer for Cam Moyer. He is just absolutely collapsing that line.
Oh, Chef Moriarty is eating tonight, Nate.
Clark rolls to the right, slings it, picked off.
My goodness.
Shoemaker with another pick. And they got it down to the 30-yard line. A.J. Shoemaker was watching that one like a hawk.
I tell you.
Stepped in front and said,
So he wasn't the only one. I just happened to look over right as he stepped right into that one, Nate, and I was just like, oh, my goodness. Now I got to get back to the screen and find the replay button.
And a nice camera job by Donnie Hannum there. He caught that one perfect. This is not a good environment to do camera work in, folks. I'm just telling you that right now.
It was a great facility
doing a
over here.
phenomenal job.
Great facility over here, but nobody said a big facility over here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And they've done some great work here with the renovations. I mean, I cannot say enough. This is a beautiful venue for football. But it's just a little bit harder for us to get a camera on this side. Charlie Palm on 1st and 10, quarterback keeper. And he's going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose a couple. But I think they're just more worried about just running the rest of that timeout, Greg. I think they're not really that concerned about moving the ball.
Just want to take this big lead you have into halftime. You don't want to give the ball up, especially down here at this end of the field. No doubt about that, Nate.
You can't lose your lead if you don't lose the ball. Right now, you control your own destiny at this point. Whether you go into the locker room with this lead and the handoff to Nolan Lee off the left side. He says, I'm going to keep this one inbounds. And I believe he does stay inbounds. The clock continues to roll. 16 seconds left to play here in the first half. That should be the final play. And that'll do it. That's the end of the first half as Tiffin Calvert takes a big 23-7 lead into the locker room here at Marsh Field. And a stunned fan base on the opposite side is just going to say, what just happened and how? Yeah. They're going to figure it out. They're going to collect themselves here in the locker room. We'll be back as we've got the halftime show brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. And we have the marching band performance presented by Forte Music. That's coming up next right here on the Pulse of the Buckeye State, Heart of Ohio Sports.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. At Yanich Oral Surgery in Marion, they specialize in dental implants and advanced oral care, all in a welcoming, state-of-the-art environment. Restore your smile. Renew your confidence. Visit YanichOralSurgery.com.
The one thing that we love more than the roar of a Harley-Davidson is the roar of the crowd on game day. That's why Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson is proud to partner with the Bowling Green State University Falcons and be the official bike to lead the team onto the field. Don't forget to ride out to your favorite tailgate this season and cheer on the Falcons to victory. We'll catch you on down the road at Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Walk in, ride out.
It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Charged album, American Idiot, is one of the band's most outspoken protest songs. Written by frontman Billy Joe Armstrong, the song blends punk energy with sharp social commentary, and its bold lyrics spark both praise and controversy. Despite its rebellious tone, Holiday became a commercial hit and fan favorite, often performed live with extended political rants by Armstrong during concerts. Blink-182 was released in 1999, and it quickly became one of the band's most iconic songs. Written by Tom DeLonge as a sweet and simple tribute to his girlfriend and later wife, the song was inspired by his love for pop bands like the Backstreet Boys. It became Blink-182's biggest hit, peaking at number 6 on Billboard's Hot 100, and remains a nostalgic anthem for the late 90s and early 2000 music fans.
This is our other stream. We're at Columbia also. Columbia, I think, is up right now. Do you like Columbia as a color? Do you like Columbia?
Well, that's a Tiffin.
Yeah, Tiffin, yeah. All right. I was
Our hearts are here.
yeah.
We want Tiffin to do well.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
Columbia.
Columbia is winning 30 to 12. They just got touchdowns. Mansfield? Yeah, I think it's Mansfield.
My daughter's at the Army game
Yeah.
because our grandson is a cheerleader. He's a freshman. He made the cheerleading team.
He's also officer.
Well, he will be when he comes out. But,
that's cool.
yeah, he never dreamed he'd be a cheerleader. I know.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That work out? Is it still up there?
Classic from one of the biggest groups of all time, the Backstreet Boys. This is a high-energy hit that captures everything fans love about the era. Please enjoy the Larger Than Life. For the iconic boy band and recorded. Here is Bye Bye Bye.
I'm not going to move my hand.
There's a USB. That USB goes into the cable that you sent me a picture of. Then the other end of that cable goes into the cord. That essentially is just a USB extension that allows you to extend that cord. But the cord on the camera is very small. It talks into that song. So it's kind of heavy. You have to pull it out.
That's where Taylor Swift.
You see it?
Well, he's worth only 70 million. Yeah, I would think he'd be worth better.
There's like a cord on the very end of the it's a little red cord that pulls out. Plug that cord into that USB. And then plug that in the back. Alright?
From their fields to your table, Rhiems Produce Farm's year-round custom produce boxes bring farm-fresh flavor right to your table. Veggies, meats, eggs, and more. Taste the difference of truly local. Rhiems Produce Farm, where fun grows. Order today at funacres.net.
This is a Butler building, and so is this one, and this one, and this one too. They're all Butler buildings. Custom designed, custom built to exacting specifications by Clouse Construction, your local Butler builder. Discover the difference a versatile Butler manufacturing building system can make for your new facility. Virtually any size, any shape, any usage. Call Clouse Construction today. You'll find their work all over Northwest Ohio and online at clouseconstruction.com.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back. We're live here at Marsh Field, home of the Monroeville Eagles. And the Tiffin Calvert Senecas have quieted the home crowd here in Monroeville as they have jumped out to a 23-7 lead here at halftime. Thanks to our halftime show sponsor, Hope in Fostoria. Also thanks to Forte Music, who presented the marching band performance there at halftime. Nate Mullins and Greg the Wizard Kinn on the call with you here tonight. Donnie Hannum doing a great job on the camera, and Eric Hall down along the sidelines. Get Eric turned up a little bit there. Can you hear me? You can't hear me? I can hear you. Maybe?
Heard something.
Yeah, I can hear Eric. Let me try again. I'll try to call you again, buddy. Either way, we're getting ready to start the second half with Tiffin Calvert on top 23-7. Greg, that first half, I mean, you know, the Senecas start out before we even get started with a 6-0 lead. A.J. Shoemaker, big-time touchdown, 50-yard touchdown pass from Charlie Palm to get things started for the Senecas. And then they just picked up where they left off on the last drive. They have been consistently moving the ball on offense here tonight. I think that's one thing that a lot of people were expecting to see last week. And that Mohawk defense really stood up tall and stopped this offense, and really it was a gut check moment for Tiffin Calvert last week, because they came out of that game kind of questioning themselves a little bit, thinking we knew we were better than that.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Nate, is that, you know, for the Senecas, the first half, the start that they had to the first half of this game, you needed to have that first half. Like, you can't come out here and get down in the first half, because then you're going to start to question yourself again. Is this a repeat of last week? Or are we not the team that we thought we were? But the Senecas, they don't want to hear any of that nonsense. They came out here and they said, we are absolutely the team that we know we are. And they played like it, 23 points in the first half there.
Let's see if we got Eric down on the sideline. Do you got us now, Eric? I guess not. He doesn't have us.
Well, I still just keep hearing weird.
He might want to check his headset. I don't know if it's plugged in all the way. Maybe that might be an issue with
it sounds like it's coming through his phone instead of his headset.
Yeah. We'll check in with him here in just a moment either way. But once again, folks, just about ready to start the second half. Let's thank our sponsors real quick before we get you started. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Vicek Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, Rhiems Produce Farm, Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, Plasonite 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, Clouse Electric, and Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club, all proud sponsors bringing you this high school football game live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Another reminder about that Gridiron Club, folks. The deadline to join is midnight this Tuesday, September 2nd. So make sure you get yourself signed up. tinyurl.com/TC football membership. That's tinyurl.com/TC football membership. Show your Tornado pride and join the Gridiron Club. Big shout out to Bryce Riggs for jumping on with us this week. He's really trying to push that this week as the deadline is coming up on Tuesday, but they're trying to get some more support for these Tornadoes. As the Senecas get set to kick it off, another short kick by Cam Lucius, fielded by the up man. He brings it to the 50, to the 45, breaks a tackle up to the 40, and I don't know if they'll do that again, Greg.
That was a dangerous one there.
And number 15, Ethan Smiley says, kick it to me again. I like that. I like the ball in my hands. I think what they did there, Greg, is they're trying to find maybe a hole in the return unit. So instead of kicking it deep to one of their dangerous return men, try to just kick it to the up men. But, man, that kind of backfired there.
Yeah.
As the Eagles are going to take possession inside Seneca territory.
Yeah, he almost squeezed right out of that pile there. And as it gets dark here in Monroeville, you see the glaucoma vision for the clock and the downs and distance here.
What a bruising run by Colton Borez. Connor Borez. As Connor Borez has it down to about the 33-yard line. They delivered some punishment. Gain of 8 on the carry.
Had some big bruising runs there in the first half, but still only able to put up 7 points. They were able to move the ball quite a bit, but then found themselves in a lot of third and fourth down situations that they went for. So they're not afraid to try to work that offense. It's no doubt about that.
Eric Hall.
2nd and 2. Handoff.
Oh, nice.
And actually, the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Carries it up the middle. And he's got the first down, brought to you by NLS Professional Grounds. As let's see if we can finally get Eric on here. Maybe he got his headset connected better. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds weird. Does it sound weird up there on my or your end?
No, it doesn't sound weird at all. It sounds fine.
Oh, okay. Well, let's roll with it then. That works.
I would say maybe try to plug it in a little further into the unit itself. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've been messing with it.
Ball carrier takes it forward to about the 21-yard line. Logan DeMoss on the stop for Tiffin Calvert. Second down and 6 coming up. Clark looking to pass, slings it over the middle, got a man, complete, and he is down at the 1.
Wow.
I wish I had a number 8 on my roster. I feel like they do that, Craig, on purpose, where they kind of have 1 or 2 guys that don't have the right numbers on the roster. So you can't pinpoint the guys that are going to try to get involved here.
Trying to hide him.
First and goal at the 3.
From the Rhiems red zone here.
Handoff to Boris off the right side. He cuts it back and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Beautiful cut.
Woo.
A nice play there by Connor Borez as he gets into the open field. And he put Shoemaker on skates there for a second as he was in no man's land. That was anybody trying to make that play. That's a hard play to make. But it's now 23-13, pending the extra point. The Eagles bring it back to a 2-possession ball game. Let's see, they're going to go for 2 to bring it to a 1-possession game. That'd be the wise play.
This is a gutsy team over here, Nate. There you go. Just like that.
And the Eagles punch it in. And it is an 8-point ball game. So just like that, we're back to a 1-possession game. 23-15. And that took no time at all, Greg. Less than 2.5 minutes off the clock here in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it started out with a great return, and they hardly had any field to work with and just marched away on down. Came out meaning business here in the second half.
I'm picking up a lot of background noise from... 9:42 left here in the third quarter. Senecas defense stood pretty tall there in that first half. They had their backs against the wall there, Greg, on that return all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just,
Short field, and the Eagles made the most of it.
So we talk about what a great start they had to the first half. It was not the start they wanted for the second half there.
100%.
But we've seen them be resilient all night here, Nate. And they've been able to answer almost every challenge that's been asked of them.
We do have some score updates from around the area, as if you're watching on the X stream, maybe you're tuned in here, as that's at halftime right now. Tiffin Columbia out to a big lead, 31-12 over Mansfield. Once again, you can find that on YouTube. Search Heart of Ohio Sports X stream. The kickoff looks like it's going to be, nearly went out of bounds. You're going to talk about some English? That kick had a little bit of spin and a little bit of kick on it. It nearly got him into some trouble there.
A lot of bit of something there, yeah.
As it kind of spun like a top and then just came to a stop. And the Senecas had to stop on top of it.
What do you think, you dacked your shoes now?
Hey, come on now. Pop on pop. Hop on pop. Some more score updates. Edison leading St. Paul 14-10. That's in the third quarter. Fremont Ross on top of Sandusky 20-14. Galleon leading Cary 20-7 at halftime. Palm in the shotgun, empty backfield. Rolls to the right. Slings it over the middle, complete to Shoemaker. Shoemaker has it up near the 35 to about the 36-yard line. He's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. Second down coming up here. Continue with those score updates as Bellevue all over Wauseon 42-0. Hopewell leading Pleasant 14-7. Tune in here tomorrow for the recap on that one. Where's the battery level at? Eric, you want to fill in a little bit here while I do some technical stuff?
Ooh.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, just kind of help Greg, because Greg's doing production stuff.
I picked up a big first down there.
Palm steps up into the pocket.
Oh,
and it's going to be low.
Did he catch that one or did it bounce?
I'm not sure. Incomplete pass, they say.
I say that kind of looked like it might have took a little bounce there.
Donnie.
Yeah, he picked that one up off the ground.
I don't know if I caught that one on the replay or not. I can take a look here. Yeah, take a look here, see if it's on camera here. He kind of throws it in the ground. Yeah, it does a little hop right back up into his hands there. It's going to bring up second down now.
Five seconds left on the play clock again.
Oh, man, yeah, wow. They almost didn't get that one off.
No. Been something to watch. I've been keeping an eye on it.
That's a heads up there, Eric.
Big 3rd and 10 here.
Oh, big third down, yeah. You hear the, gotta love the home PA announcers. They got a good one over here, man.
They really do.
Oh, yeah.
He gets into it.
He said, big third down, make some noise.
Yeah. Instead of a Calvert incompletion, it was a pass completed to no one earlier. That was my favorite one.
Palm back to pass, third and long, slings it left sideline. DeMoss goes
got
up.
him.
What a catch by Logan DeMoss!
Wow!
He goes up and snags it without a helmet. You want to talk about high pointing the ball? That should be a candidate for you just got mossed. Wow.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, you ain't out jumping that.
That's a Sports Center top 10 right there. Wow, what a play by Logan DeMoss. And we're going to get an extracurricular after the fact as they're going to get him for a face mask, Greg. I believe that's what the call
Yeah, I
was.
think-
That's why the helmet
Pretty
came
sure.
off. Let me see.
Yeah.
I don't know if I
Yep.
caught that on replay or not. Let me take a look here. Yep. There's so much excitement, so many things happen at the same time. Take a look here at the end of this when it kind of pulls him down by the face mask there, which is why the helmet came off. Maybe not, maybe not completely
Pitch.
on purpose or anything like that, but just trying to make a play down there.
And Tucker Coleman is brought down at the end of the
Tucker's down.
play.
It's like he might be cramping.
Ugh.
Most likely that's what the issue is.
Yeah,
As we're here into the third
We're
quarter.
in the third quarter of week 2. Sounds about right.
That's right.
It's where your body starts to yell at you. It's like, hey, you're still not ready yet.
We can step aside real quick, take a quick timeout.
Let me take a look here. Make sure we're good to do that. I think so. So let's go ahead and do that, Nate.
All right, we'll be right back, folks. You're watching.
At Vicek Orthodontics, they're all about creating confident, healthy smiles for every age. Dr. Vicek and the team use the latest techniques to make your orthodontic journey comfortable and effective. Discover the difference of personalized care and a smile you'll be proud to show off. Schedule your consultation with Vicek Orthodontics today.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
And we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. Nate Mullins, Greg the Wizard Kinn here with you.
Heard the crowd down there yelling, get him some pickle juice.
Eric Hall down on the sidelines.
And that
We got some movement on the line.
Ooh, might be a false start here against the Senecas. That's what looks like the call is.
Yeah, walking him back.
It'll take off 5 yards, and it makes it a second down and a long. 2nd and 15 coming up here for Tiffin Calvert.
Got 6:57 left here in the quarter, since you can't really see what that is.
I'm worried that isn't plugged in for some reason. I don't know why. It's flashing.
Oh.
That one's short. Should be good.
now. Yep, there was a little switch there.
Aha, there we go. All right,
Should
now
be
we're
good.
good.
Way to mess it up, Donnie. I got it taken care of. Though.
Donnie didn't do nothing. Donnie's doing a great job tonight.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a 3rd down and long here. 3rd and 14 coming up for the Senecas. 4 receiver set, Palm in the shotgun. Nolan Lee back there with him. 6:05 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Palm back to pass, looking. He's got DeMoss down the left sideline in the corner in the end zone. Did he catch it?
Oh my gosh, he did. He came
What a
down with
catch
it.
by Logan DeMoss.
Wow.
Touchdown, Senecas. Wow, what a catch. Unbelievable. Logan DeMoss is just, I'm speechless, folks.
Yeah, we're going to have to take another look at that one because that was just, hanging down there right at the edge of the field there. You couldn't even hardly see. Dropped right into the bucket and he just waited for a signal.
Beautiful.
Yeah, they both looked like they both had it there for a minute, and offense usually gets it in a tie, but Logan wasn't having that.
He just
tried to
ripped
give you
that one
ball.
away. Yeah. The extra point is up. It's blocked.
And again, we talk about those extra points being very, very important here at the high school level. So let's see if that one comes back to bite them.
And it is a
It always kills
14-point
that
lead.
momentum.
That's right. 29-15 is your score. Senecas add to their lead here after the Eagles came out of the locker room and took it 40 yards for a score on their first drive of the game, or first drive of the second half.
Nate, you want to go ahead and talk about the gridiron again? I'll put it up. I'll put the thing up on the screen here once again, so everybody can. QR codes up there. You know, like I said, take a picture of the QR code, takes you right to the site. All the information's right there.
Absolutely, folks. You don't have to be a TC fan. You don't have to be a Columbian fan to get involved with this. That's why we're promoting this on our broadcast as well as on the Columbian broadcast. The Gridiron Club, folks, I'm telling you, it's a great way to show your support for Tiffin Columbian football, and they're doing some great things over there. Judd Lutz, great leader of young men, doing a phenomenal job rebuilding the culture of that program, and it starts with the fans. And fans in this community, you got to be proud of your team. You got to be proud of your schools.
Got to support.
You got to support them, and this is a great way to show your support. Join the Gridiron Club. Registration deadline is Tuesday, September 2nd. That's this Tuesday at midnight. Be a part of TC Pride. Sign up now. tinyurl.com/TC football membership.
That one takes a little hop, skip it a bounce right into the arms of the returner.
Boris is wrapped up and brought down at the 30-yard line by Logan DeMoss.
Guess who? Logan.
Yeah.
And I tell you, that's a better option than doing the little, kick it to the up man at the 40-yard line. Now they're starting it from their own 30.
Right, and when you got the kicks that kind of take a little hop, skip and a bounce like that, it kind of takes a little second or two extra to get the ball into the returner's hands, and you can get in position to make the right plays.
That's right. And those guys are running full speed. 1 or 2 seconds. That's all they need. Shotgun formation here for the Eagles as they trail by 14. 5:51 left. Hand off to Boris off the right side. And he has stood up and dropped after just a couple-yard gain.
Oh, boy,
They got a player down on the field here, as that is no good. That's their quarterback.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's Colton Clark.
Looks like he took. I'm not sure if he's cramping or if he might have taken a shot to the knee.
I'm not sure exactly what happened at the end of the play, but he is in a lot of pain right now. We'll take a quick step aside, take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
After an injury or surgery, adults are often prescribed opioids or stimulants, powerful drugs that help with pain or focus. But when unused or expired medications linger, they pose serious risks: misuse, addiction, or accidental poisoning, especially for children. Seneca County has 5 locations where you can safely dispose of medications. Take it to the box or use a deter bag at home to deactivate them safely and permanently. Prevent misuse, protect your family, dispose safely. Learn more or request a free Deter-A-Safe disposal bag at carsa.org. Prevention starts with you.
The barn is back, and so is the fun. Starting September 20th, explore Rhiems' famous corn maze. Meet friendly barnyard animals and make memories that last all season long. Barnyard Fun runs through October 26th, so don't miss it. At Rhiems Produce Farm, where fun grows. Find out more at funacres.net. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
And we're back here on Heart of Ohio Sports as Colton Clark able to make it off the field somewhat on his own power. Did need some assistance from some coaches and teammates, but
I mean, that's one of those things, it's hard telling. You can take a shot somewhere and it could hurt like crazy, and you could walk away without very much damage, you know?
Yeah.
So, or the opposite can happen. You never know. And injuries and things like that happen, but hope for the best for him.
But now you got a substitute in at quarterback. It's Colton Cook, the senior. He takes the snap, hands it off to Boris off the right side, and this time the defense stands him up in the backfield and drops him.
That was
no gain on the play. Yeah, he would not go down.
I tell you, Nate,
it was tough.
For a second there, I thought if Calvert doesn't finish this play out, he's going to take off. Take a look at this. We're going to look at this one again. Watch. You think he's down there in the pile, and then all of a sudden he just turns around, spins out the backside.
He was trying to squirt out like a Frosty at Wendy's. 4 receiver set, shotgun formation, 3rd down and long. Cook slings it left side, and it's overthrown.
A little too much.
As he was trying to get it out there to the left side, but there was nobody. He actually had an open receiver.
It's a little too high for him.
A little bit too much mustard on that one. Like my dollar dog at Guardians Dollar Dog Night. You can never have too much ballpark mustard, though, I swear.
Not really a mustard fan, but I love me some hot doggies.
4th down, punt unit onto the field here for Monroeville as Cooper Cleary back deep to punt.
There's still plenty of game left to be taking any chances like that. So,
left-footed
that might have hit
punt.
him.
I'm not sure. I don't think
that was very close.
I don't think it hit anybody, but it did come close.
It came really close to the back of his heel.
And they're going to say Calvert ball.
Yeah. I don't know if I caught that one quite in time.
Calvert's breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief after that one.
Oh, you just right there. You can just see it right behind him.
I like that. Getting demossed. That's pretty good. He just got demossed. What do you think about that one, Eric?
That works. That works great. I didn't even think about that. So perfect.
4:47 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Senecas take over at their own 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, 1 man in the backfield. They fake it to the running back. They pitch it out to Luke Van Det.
Try a little trickery there.
We got a flag that flies in the back end here. I believe this is going to be either a motion penalty or some kind of a hold. Not sure what we got going on here, but we'll see what the call is.
On a hold.
This is going to go against the Senecas here. That'll back them up. All the way back to the 25-yard line, so they'll lose 11 yards on that one. It's a 1st and 21.
Man.
Palm in the shotgun, another 4 receiver set here. They hand it off to Nolan Lee. Lee breaks it into the open, buries his shoulder forward, and he bowls his way down to the 39-yard line. Nolan Lee says, hey, I'll take a few more of those, please.
Looked like Speedy Gonzalez coming out of the backfield.
Yeah.
The quickness.
Shot out like he was shot out of a cannon.
Taking a look at that one again, man.
All replays brought to you by our friends at Clouse Construction.
Like it was nothing.
2nd down and 6. Fake the handoff. Now Palm rolls to the right. A little sling off to Van Det. That's a nifty little play there, Greggy, because that looked like a little bit of Tommy Hallish option play there. He says, I'm going to fake it here. I'm going to act like I'm running it. Oh, wait, here's the guy out here. Let me throw it to him. Look, you guys playing some.
Like he could have taken that, too.
He could have. Probably could have picked up the 1st down, but he said, hey, let me be unselfish here. You take this one. Ball at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10. That was an NLS Professional Grounds 1st down. Senecas in the shotgun. Hand off to Lee. Up the middle once again. And this time he's got it inside Eagles territory down to the 43-yard line. 11-yard run from Nolan Lee.
11 yards, good enough for another 1st down, mate.
That's another NLS Professional Grounds 1st down. The Senecas once again on the move. You know, these Monroeville Eagles, Greg, 46-20 win over Macomb last week. But that game was close up until about the third quarter when the Eagles really started to pull away. But that was a close ball game. It was a lot of back and forth. That score was not indicative of that ball game. Handoff to Lee. And he's bottled up in the backfield, driven backwards for a loss.
I mean, what that would tell me, Nate, is that this Eagles team has a lot of endurance.
That's right.
They're built to go the whole 4 quarters. So let's see about the Senecas if they can match them with that.
That's kind of where I was going with that. Is like, hey, you might think they're rolling right now and they're looking pretty good with just 2:40 left to play here in the third quarter, but you better keep your foot on the gas is what I'm saying. Because this Monroeville Eagles team, they just waiting for their opportunity.
And as you saw to start the second half, it doesn't take them long to strike.
That's right.
They take advantage of those opportunities.
Empty backfield set. Palm back to pass. Slings it over the middle, complete to Coleman.
Wide open.
Tucker Coleman was wide open as that shell defense just kind of like blanketed the deep part of the field, but left that middle wide open. And Tucker Coleman just eats up those underneath yards, picks up 12. 3rd down and 2 coming up. They need to move the ball past the 33-yard line to convert this first down. They've got it at the 35. 1:45 left to play here in the third quarter. Charlie Palm in the shotgun. 5 receivers set, takes the snap, he's going to keep it. Takes it, and I think he's got the first down. He does, and then some, and a flag flies in at the end of the play. We'll see what the flag is, as I believe it's going to go. That was a pretty late call there, Grant.
And from the back judge, too. Yeah, way back, 15 yards behind the
hugging
play.
him.
I'm going to show an image real quick. Connor Roush had sent us in some scores at halftime. I mean, we're still in the third quarter, so I figure they're still sort of relevant. Connor sent those over, so some local area scores there. He does a great job of keeping track of things, keeping everybody informed on the volleyball season for sure. A shout out to Connor, one of our great family members here at Heart of Ohio Sports.
Absolutely. He does a great job. As he might not be on a game tonight, but he's watching all of them. He's got them on his phone. He's watching, trust me. But that negates a first down carry from Palm. Now it's 3rd and 9 after the holding penalty. Empty backfield set once again. Palm back to pass. They bring pressure. Palm slings it over the middle. That's complete to Max Griffin. The ball comes out at the end, but I believe he's going to be just short of the first down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
No, they're going to move the chains.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that'll be good for an NLS Professional Grounds first down. They didn't even bother measuring that one. Eric, what'd you think? Was it close at all, or was it pretty much get it?
I wasn't sure. From my angle, I wasn't sure that he got it, so that kind of took me off guard when he just gave it to him without measuring. Looks like he was getting ready to call the chains and then just gave it to him.
See the replay here and see how close it looked.
Big shout out. Austin Rodriguez is here tonight as well, down along the sidelines, doing some work.
I'd say that he probably, with his last step or so, just got over that.
Sling it out left side, complete to Luke Van Dett. Van Dett nearly fumbles the ball, but I think he ended up gathering it back in at the end. But, man, he took a shot. I mean, he got sandwiched in between 2 defenders there.
And, I mean, we talked about the Eagles taking advantage of opportunities, Nate. You saw there, trying, scrapping, and clawing for that ball as it came out. But
yeah,
just a great job of wrangling that one back in on the ground there. Can't make mistakes against a team like Monroeville.
You know, the Senecas
will make you pay.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Senecas last year really leaned on their run game a lot. This year, this is going to be a little bit of the opposite, Greg.
It's interesting so far. Yeah, you got a nice little mix of some good runs, but some really good drawn-up pass plays.
Nolan Lee on the carry. Gets it inside the 30 down to the 29.
You know, the kind of plays that you can get a younger quarterback, get it working with them, get the system working for them and stuff.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Tiffin Calvert leads Monroeville 29-15 as we head to the fourth quarter of action. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Hey folks, Baby Voice here.
and you're watching high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports, the pulse of the Buckeye State.
The barn is back, and so is the fun. Starting September 20th, explore Rhiems' famous corn maze. Meet friendly barnyard animals and make memories that last all season long. Barnyard Fun runs through October 26th, so don't miss it. At Rhiems Produce Farm, where fun grows. Find out more at funacres.net. At UIS Insurance and Investments, we're committed to protecting what matters most. That's why we partner with Auto Owners Insurance, offering reliable coverage and personalized service from people you can trust. UIS and Auto Owners Insurance, working together to keep you covered no matter what life throws your way. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We start the fourth quarter of action with Tiffin Calvert. Has the ball in a 3rd and 5 coming up at the Monroeville 29. Charlie Palm in the shotgun takes the snap, slings it over the middle, complete. As I believe they have it close to the first down marker. Should be good enough. That's Max Griffin on the reception. Actually, it's just short.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I just saw the ref signal.
Just short of the first down. Folks, don't forget about our Friday Night Frosties promotion. Friday Night Frosties are here thanks to Heart of Ohio Sports and Wendy's. Show your game ticket by Monday. Either print your online ticket or bring in your ticket stub. Score yourself a free small Frosty with purchase. That's good at any of the area Wendy's locations. That's Fremont, Clyde, or Tiffin. Friday Night Frosties by Wendy's and Heart of Ohio Sports. Charlie Palm takes the snap. The handoff goes to Nolan Lee, and he has stood up and dropped in the backfield. And that's going to be
turnover?
A turnover on downs.
Wow.
So the Senecas drive that one all the way down. They get it down to the 25-yard line, and now they turn the ball over back to the Eagles. Now, they do lead it by 14, but, Greg, that's a costly turnover on downs right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could say that for sure, Nate, but you definitely can't question going for it there because you had the situation, and I'm just surprised they weren't able to pick that one up.
Yeah.
But we've seen goal line stands, not necessarily goal line, but you get what I'm saying, from both teams here tonight.
Yep. 11:16 left to play in the ball game. Eagles in the shotgun.
Ooh,
Cook takes the snap, looking down the middle of the field. He's got a man in the middle of the field, and he dropped the ball.
Goodness.
Oh, that was a touchdown all the way.
Oh, man.
I mean, from this angle, you wonder, did he drop it? Did his own knee pop it out? I mean, he was just running in stride, man. Wow.
You notice the Eagles now opening up the playbook here as they've got Cook behind center.
We've got to look at that one again, Nate. We have to look at that one again. I mean, he had it. He had it for a good second.
I hope he's thinking about that one.
Look at this. He's got it in his hands, and then in stride. I swear, I think his knee helped pop the ball out.
Man.
I mean, when you're taking them long strides like that, he had to catch up and get underneath of that one, man.
That's rough.
Wow.
2nd and long. They're going to hand it off to Boras up the middle. And he's got a couple yards down to about the 27. But it's going to be 3rd and long. I don't think they have any hesitation airing the ball out with Colton Cook back there behind center.
I mean, after that play, I don't think I'd have much hesitation either.
No.
I mean, that's just... That was on target.
3rd down and long. 10:34 left to play in the ball game. Colton Cook back in the shotgun. They bring him in motion. Cook takes the snap, looking to pass. Looking. Pressure from the backside. Lemasters applies the pressure, and it's going to be no good.
Wow.
Incomplete pass.
Yeah, a couple Senecas chasing him down there in the backfield for sure, Nate.
And now 4th and 8 coming up here, Greg. This is big-time decision-making because do you go for it with, 10:21 left to play?
I mean, and that's the thing, Nate, is that my first initial thought was, no, you got enough game left. And, I'm not a coach, so don't ask me. But I forgot that they're down 2 scores.
The Senecas just ran 4 or 5 minutes off the clock and didn't score on that last drive. So, I mean, if they run 5 minutes off the clock here.
If we were talking about
Cleary with a short punt, this one's going to take a friendly roll. And DeMoss will field it and run out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Yeah, if we were talking about a one-score game, I would have probably thought to myself, oh, you got the time, to try to get the defense out there. You put the pressure on yourself that much more here now. A great stop by the defense on a really short fourth down there, but it doesn't really matter much when you can't make anything out of it.
That's right. Don't forget, folks, submit your picture online for our Fan of the Game, brought to you by our friends at Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Send us your picture. How are you watching the game? You can send it to us on Facebook or on Instagram. We'll check both after the game, and we'll kind of decide who is our Fan of the Game, brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. It's also eligible for anybody in attendance here tonight, but you got to really do something special if you want to win it if you're here.
Like get a picture on the sideline?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Turn around, take a selfie with the field in the background.
Eric, you can't send in pictures for Fan of the Game.
Sure I can.
Ineligible.
Yeah.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Ineligible reporter downfield.
Yes, on the field.
You see the Senecas here, just gonna drain that play clock, take it all up here. Ain't no rush here, Nate.
Second and long. Palm back to pass. Slings it down the middle of the field. He's got DeMoss!
Man!
Down at the 30, and he's inside the 30 to the 25. The concentration to come up with that catch.
The concentration to come up with the catch, the concentration to deliver that ball there. Nate, he delivered that. There was two defenders around that kid. It looked like I was playing Madden out here.
Did you see the swag Charlie floated to the sideline with that?
My goodness.
Just threading the needle.
Got to see that one again.
You're going to talk about throwing a pea through a keyhole?
Yeah, look at this. Look at that. He just having all the guts in the world to just launch that one down there. He said, hey, I know my man can go up and get it. All I got to do is put it in the right spot.
4 receivers set. 1st and 10 for the Senecas. That was an NLS Professional Grounds first down. Nolan Lee into the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiffin Calvert.
Untouched.
Yeah, that was untouched.
And there you go, Greg. We talked about it. Should they have went for it on that 4th down there?
Right.
Now you've got a 3-possession game.
Right, and at this point, if you went for it and failed, what difference did it make after
exactly.
that? Seneca's just making quick work of that.
Seneca's really asserting themselves on offense here tonight. Specifically, Greg, I have got, from all the call-outs I did last week for that line, for them not showing up last week, they have not only showed up, they showed out tonight, Greg.
Absolutely.
I mean,
both
that
sides
line.
of the ball. Both sides of the ball, Nate.
Another block on the extra point.
I guess we spoke too soon about maybe for special teams. They're just a little too excited about the big score there. But no, absolutely, Nate. You've seen the defensive line just blowing up plays before they can even get started. You've seen the offensive line giving the quarterback all kinds of time to throw the ball. Those receivers, they got to get downfield. They need time to get downfield, and that line is holding up great so far tonight.
And right there, they just parted the Red Sea so Nolan Lee could punch his way in.
Yeah, I want to see it again because that was just nothing I love more than an untouched, just right through the middle. Boom, gone before anybody even knew he was there.
Quicker than a hiccup. Nolan Lee said, just give it to me. I love seeing
Lento
Eagles in the
met
end
him
zone.
on the sideline.
What's that, buddy?
Coach Lento met him on the sidelines and just about headbutted him. Right on his helmet.
He told Baker Mayfield Jr. to calm down after headbutting
yeah, right?
helmet on.
He was fired up.
Oh, I bet, man. You got to love that to see that from one of your kids out there.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You see him work so hard every day in practice throughout the whole summer, and then just to cruise in for an untouched tutty, you got to love it.
Gotta love it.
Nothing quite gets you fired up like your coach headbutting you with a helmet on.
Man, I'll tell you what. I was over here before checking out the stadium, Nate, a couple weeks back, and I noticed the scoreboard down there, the cool eagle heads that have red eyes, right? I didn't know they lit up at night.
Oh, what?
I was going to point that out earlier.
Okay.
That is
I
pretty
did not
sweet.
know they were lights.
Kickoff fielded at the 20-yard line.
Slips one tackle, 2, 3.
Cook has it down to about the 38-yard line before he's ridden down by a couple of Senecas.
So, yeah, this game, it may look like it's quite the deficit, but it ain't over yet.
No, not by any means.
You know this Monroeville team. We've seen some crazy comebacks over here. But Donnie, are you able to pan that camera over to the scoreboard and show the folks at home?
Yeah, I just want to.
Like,
I got to get a shot of that. Like, look at them lit up red eyes. Look how cool that looks.
Talk about some intimidation, man. That's the stuff right there.
Beautiful. Great shot there, Donnie.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Whoever decided that those needed lights in them when they put that scoreboard up, they deserve a raise.
A+. Sure. 100%. 35-15, Senecas on top by 20. 8:46 left to play here in the ball game. Colton Cook rolls to the left, looking to throw, slings it down the left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for number 8 down the side.
Trying to find his receiver behind the back of a couple defenders there, but a little too tight to squeeze that one in there.
I want to say that's Chase Horn because he's listed as number 6 on the roster, but I don't see a 6 out there, and that's a senior. And I'm pretty sure I remember Coach talking about Chase Horn during the show on Tuesday, so I want to say that's who it is, but I'm not going to say for sure. Cook on the quarterback keeper off the left side. He's got the first, and he's going to be brought down right past the first down marker at the 50-yard line. That'll be good for an Eagles first down. Brought to you by NLS Professional Grounds. Speaking of our friends at NLS Professional Grounds, folks, I've said it before, you don't have to be a scarecrow to stand out in your field. NLS Professional Grounds is your source for professional field painting, midfield logos, end zone art, corporate logos, you name it, they paint it. Fast and affordably. Perfect for big games or big events, game days, and special occasions. Save time, save money, go big with NLS Professional Grounds. Eagles back to pass. Cook steps up, and he's dropped in the backfield. Ethan Bogger and Connor Moyer converge to make the sack. Back at the 43-yard line.
I can't imagine his thought right before this dude just sandwiched him.
I know, right? You have to step up into the pocket, and then you just get crushed between those two big boys. No, thank you.
You look up, and you know what's coming.
And a flag flies in from the back.
You know, they're out there throwing flags around. Eric, why don't you throw some T-shirts around? You got some shirts to throw out down here?
Yeah, why don't you throw out some shirts? I like that.
I think it's down here is a Calvert side. The student section down here has been going nuts all day, so there's no love T-shirts, I think.
Just seeing some laundry on the field. It reminded me of laundry you can give to folks for free. Take home with them. Some Hoos swag. I may be a big time mark for our own product, but I tell you, there's nothing better than seeing people out in public just wearing their Hoos gear.
Like everybody's trying to call me right now. Come on.
I heard that. So after a big 10 yards back there now, it's just a first and 20. It should be second down, shouldn't it?
Cook rolls to the left. He's brought down. Anderson Hart.
Yes. It was second down, first of all, but yes.
With the sack all the way back at the 25-yard line. A big loss for the Eagles.
Going in the wrong direction, Nate.
And this is going to be a huge third down, third and 36 coming up here for the Eagles.
Let's see if I caught that one on the replay there. It's big time, just trying to make something happen. And that's what happens when you get late in the game like this. Is you're out there and you're just trying to make something happen, you know. Which leads to a lot of quarterback scrambles. You're looking for guys to try to break off the routes, maybe get open, try to work some kind of magic, but 3 seconds on the play clock here, just barely gets that one off.
Cook, pressure from behind, brought down from behind.
Just straight at him. That was a blitz.
Guess who? The quarterback, Charlie Paul, making a play on defense, coming in off the edge to make the sack. Another big-time loss for the Eagles. This puts them all the way back at the 16-yard line. Greg, this is 4th and 46.
Yeah. Now, Nate, do you think they put him on the edge like that because he's a palm reader?
Stop.
You can read those plays. Yeah, punt from his own end zone. My goodness. I mean,
It's going to hit down.
you talk about some defensive domination there, Nate. They
It'll
just
roll
walked
out of
him,
bounds.
walked him back 35 yards.
Unreal. Senecas will take over at the 44-yard, up at the 45-yard line.
Eric, you got them T-shirts?
Yeah, what do you think? I think now's a great time.
Zach,
Great
see on
time.
camera
Let's
here.
get those T-shirts
Look,
up
guys,
into the
look,
crowd
T-shirt.
here. Of
Toss
course,
them
these
out.
are
Yeah, yeah.
Bleacher Creature shirts.
If you're a
made
bleacher
by-
creature, you know you need
Got
one.
footballs.
Our friends at Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink.
Let's see if I can
Those little
put them
footballs.
up here.
I was pretty stoked about those. They're little squishy footballs.
Yeah,
man,
they are
made with
sweet,
the
man.
Who doesn't love the squishy stress
That's right.
footballs?
Hoos logo on the side of them.
And especially at a football game, you need to have them.
Oh, yeah. What better?
Things aren't going the right way for your team. You just squeeze on one of them.
Last one.
We have something reflecting off the other
Eric,
side over there. You see
Did you
that?
just
Sorry, I
toss,
tried to get it up to you guys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
That's so weird.
I got him upset now.
did you just toss that like a he tossed that like a bouquet.
He's lucky there's a play going on.
Nolan Lee, the ball carrier, stuffed in the backfield.
Yeah, you're lucky Donnie didn't have you on camera for that one, Eric.
Eric, I'm pretty sure you threw
Well, I
that
was
like a
trying to
wedding
get it-
bouquet, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Because they, how are you supposed to decide who you're throwing it to when they're all like,
That's when you
I
just throw it in
turn
the middle
around,
of a bunch of
throw
them.
it up in the air.
Just close your eyes, man.
Or throw it where they're not.
Throw it where they're not.
Make them go chase it.
Yeah, it ended up going up into the bleachers a little bit there.
Seneca's running all the time off the play clock here. I think you're going to take a timeout as it's down to 5:21 left on the game clock. Senecas take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. And we'll take a timeout with them, folks. We're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors for allowing us to bring this ball game to you live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports. We want to thank Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Hope in Fostoria, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Clouse Construction, NLS Professional Grounds, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Vicek Orthodontics, Drawn to the Surface, Rhiems Produce Farm, Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, Forte Music, the Ohio Army National Guard, Feasel's Frame and Collision, Buckeye IT Services, Plasonite 3D Printing, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., Advantage Overhead Door, First National Bank of Sycamore, the Edward Jones Offices of Tiffin, Wagner Flower Shop and Greenhouse, Wendy's, Clouse Electric, and Tiffin Columbian's Gridiron Club. All proud sponsors bringing you this high school football game live and paywall free right here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Speaking of Route 30 and football, Nate, we had a pretty good time yesterday, didn't we?
That was a lot of fun.
I think we saw the old Bowling Green Falcons return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And I think if you look closely at that video, there's like a gray blob standing on the one side of the field. That's your boy. Had a great time down there, hanging out,
such a good
hanging
time.
out with our best buddy Urban.
Yeah, we were literally hanging out with Urban on the sideline last night. Urban Meyer, you know, 3-time national champion. You know,
I mean, I'm 4-time national champion, so whatever.
yeah, I was a little excited yesterday. I got my all-access pass for BG sideline, so I was like all over the sideline getting a bunch of stuff. Kind of like left Greggy behind for a minute. I come back and I'm like, hey, Greggy.
Oh, yeah, you got to do what you got to do, man.
I was talking to my buddy Urban over there.
Eric, wait till you see this video I have of Urban up close, and then when he steps to the side, Nate's right behind him. It's so hilarious.
Palm slings it.
Talking him.
Nice pass
Nice
again.
pitch and catch. Luke
Got a
Van
flag
Dijk
on the field.
on the
Oh.
reception.
What's the flag for? Back in the backfield.
Flag in the
And a
backfield.
holding is going to go against the Senecas. As I believe this is going to go on number 77, I think is what he said. Either way, it's going to negate a first down gain there, as they had the first down after that 3rd and 11.
Another nice pass there, too.
And
This
a
is
nice catch by Luke Van Dijk as well.
I mean, you know, Nate, you've kind of touched on it a little bit already tonight, but this passing offense from the Senecas, seems like a little something new this year.
It definitely does. And it
They
seems
really
like,
got something cooking here.
like I was saying, Greg, last year, I think it was like 4 games they scored less than 7 points, a couple of shutouts last year. They wanted to open this offense up this year. There's Nolan Lee on the carry.
Man.
And he's got it down to about the 44-yard line.
Nolan Lee said, you want to open up the game, hand me the ball.
Yeah. Let me open up my arms. You put the ball in it.
We got a timeout called here.
Timeout brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Gives me a little bit of time to tell you about our friends at NLS Professional Grounds. Once again, folks, Nick Engel, NLS Professional Grounds, he wanted me to tell you about his field painting services. We were at Mohawk last week. We saw the logo in the middle of the field. Beautiful job they do every single week. He works with multiple schools in the area, and he's trying to extend his services out to everybody in the area. Now, when you're talking about field painting services, you might think, okay, what do I need a logo in the middle of my field for? We're also talking about field painting, like the lines. You want to save time, save money? If you have an organization that has to paint lines every week, call our friends at NLS Professional Grounds. I'm serious, folks. This is somebody that they'll come out, line the field. Not only will it save you money, they do it in an hour and a half and it's done. Their robot comes out. It's perfect. Everything's lined up great. It doesn't look like my drunk uncle lined it up on a Friday night.
I was going to say this, Nate. We know from experience how sloppy human beings can be at painting a football field. Just from my days down at youth football, trying to do it ourselves. Yeah, you don't want to leave that looking like a mess like that. You get the professionals out there to take care of it.
This punt was blocked. Somebody got a piece of it.
Yeah, I heard that.
And Ethan Bogger wisely snags it at about the 46-yard line. The Eagles will take over with 4:12 left to play in the ball game as they take over at their own 47-yard line. Now, Greg, the last time they had the ball, 3 straight sacks to end the drive.
Yeah.
Put them back at 4th and 46.
Negative 35, 36 yards on that drive. That's not going to look good in the stat sheets there. I'll tell you another thing I was just thinking about, Nate, when it comes to, painting the field, painting the lines on the field like we were just talking about. You don't want your big Friday night game to come down to inches if the line's not straight. Oh, look at that.
Boris on the carry. And DeMoss brings him down at about the 35-yard line, but a nice carry there by Connor Boris.
Yeah, could you imagine big-time game and you come up short of the goal line and it's because somebody didn't paint the line straight?
What a nice little pitch and catch there.
They had no hesitation there at all.
And a nice catch there by Blake Ackerman, senior wide receiver.
They ran that next play before the first down graphic was even done playing.
Yeah. Second down and 3. Cook hands off to Boris off the left side. He's got some running room. Buries his shoulder and carries the ball forward to about the 19-yard line. Now, this young man's running with a little bit of anger.
Oh, absolutely. You can tell that he's not looking at
over
the
the
score.
middle. Oh, nearly picked off.
Wow, yeah.
Nolan Lee was watching the quarterback's eyes the whole way there. Nearly stepped right in front of that one for the interception. And Lee looks like he might be shaken up after that one. As Charlie Palm comes in to sub him out, get him a breather.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're out there giving it your all and throwing your body on the line like that.
Timeout called by Tiffin Calvert. 3:38 left to play in the ball game. Senecas lead it by 20. It's 35-15. This timeout brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 in Harley-Davidson in Upper Sandusky. Want to remind you one more time about our Tiffin Columbian Gridiron Club promotion. Folks, you don't have to be a Tiffin Columbian fan to help support Tiffin Columbian football. You can just be a good person because the football program needs all the help it can get right now. And I'm not saying that they're struggling or anything, but every public school out there is struggling right now, folks. And if you have it to give and you can help a little bit, why not sign up, become a member of the TC Gridiron Club? And folks, you get something back too. Exclusive Gridiron Club apparel, special access to team gear, and you get an invite to senior speech night to meet the graduating class. Plus, you get weekly updates from Coach Lutz all season long. But don't wait. Deadline to join is this Tuesday, midnight, September 2nd. Be a part of TC Pride today. Sign up now, tinyurl.com/TC Football Membership, or you can go ahead and take a picture of that screen that you're watching right there, and you can follow that QR code. It'll send you to the registration. Well, pitch and catch along the left sideline there, as that one is complete and out of bounds.
Great job of getting both feet in bounds there. Perfect view of that.
They're saying that's Derek Ackerman, senior.
Oh, hey. They just scored a touchdown. Man, they just snuck that one right in on us, mate.
Snuck that one right in there. 4 yards out, they punch it in.
And this is exactly what we talk about with these Eagles. I mean, like, it's late in the game now, but the way that they can strike so quickly. Looks like Columbian had themselves a night over there, and Tiffin. See a 45-12 final there. Oh, they dropped the snap there. He's going to pick it up and try to run it in, but hey, a heck of an effort there to try to make something out of nothing with the drop snap. But it's a 21-35. I mean, we still got 3 minutes left. It would take a miracle, but again, we've seen things happen, Nate. Calvert's played one heck of a game so far here tonight. I can't imagine that they would let this one slip through their fingers here this late.
It is a 2-possession ball game. Just under 3:30 to play. So you got to have your hands team out here. Everybody with good hands, get on the field, because you know they're going to be onside kicking it here.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to be doing everything they can to get the ball back. It's not a coincidence that they just flew down the field and scored that touchdown.
Right.
They're not looking at the scoreboard. They're playing until the clock hits 0.
We have a final from the Columbian game. Seuss Conley updates us on Facebook there, sends us the final score as Columbian defeats Mansfield 45-12. Another final, Galleon all over Cary, 41-14 was the final there. And as the Blue
Mohawk
Devils
37, Cardington 8 is the final we had here too. Mohawk just rolling their way to 2-0 here to start the season.
Wow, Liberty Benton all over Columbus Grove, 41-3 in that one.
Let's see what they do here, Nate. It's always fun doing the onside kick in video games. I want to try it here in real life. Oh, Nate. I think Senecas fell on it.
I think the Senecas have it. They do. And it's Tiffin Calvert with the possession and a chance to close this one out here.
Yeah, I mean, you just pick up a couple first downs there, you can probably get out of this one here, Nate.
That's right. Charlie Palm in the shotgun, hands it off to Nolan Lee. Lee gets it forward to about midfield. Good for about a yard gain.
Just keep it on the ground, keep that clock going.
I got to give a big shout out to Donnie Hannum doing a great job on the camera tonight, but even bigger shout out to that camera on the upgrade, man. Wow, what a I mean, this thing is just beautiful. Donnie's doing a great job manning the camera here tonight.
I know, because if he messed up, he wouldn't even have a way home.
2:53 left in the ball game. Play clock down to 5. Palm in the shotgun. Hand off to Nolan Lee once again, and he's twisted down in the backfield. Brought down back at the 48-yard line. Maverick Myers on the stop for Monroeville. And I believe we're going to get a timeout here as I think they're saying Nolan's got a little blood on his arm. He's got to get cleaned up here. It's not that bad, but enough to make sure he's got it cleaned up before he comes back out. Senecas come out once again in a 4-wide set. One man in the backfield. That's Cam Lucius back there, junior running back. Palm back to pass.
Interesting.
He's just going to take the sack all the way back at the 36-yard line. I'm not sure why they were passing the ball there, but I guess that's one way to let the clock run out. Just go ahead and take
maybe
6-yard loss.
Maybe it's one of those things where it's kind of like the drill of a play, and if it's there, go for it. If it's not, don't even try it.
Yeah, that's probably what it was, most likely. 3rd down and long, they're trying to convert there, trying to pick up the 1st down, and just kind of close the game out, And if it wasn't there, just eat it. And that's what he did.
Just eat it, keep the clock running.
This timeout brought to you by our friends at Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. I want to give a big shout out to all of our title sponsors here tonight, as your pregame show was brought to you by Xcaret Mexican Restaurant. Our opening kickoff brought to you by Drawn to the Surface. Keys to the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. All timeouts, including this one, brought to you by Joe Bayliff's Route 30 Harley-Davidson. Instant replays tonight, presented by Clouse Construction. First downs, presented by NLS Professional Grounds. All trips inside the red zone were presented by Rhiems Produce Farm. Our player spotlight, brought to you by Vicek Orthodontics. Halftime show presented by Hope and Fostoria. Marching band performance brought to you by Forte Music. As Nolan Lee, actually it's Lucas Stoltz.
Oh,
another punt blocked. As this one doesn't go very far at all, goes all the way to the 46-yard line. Another block. They are just getting through on the line.
Special teams have been a little weak here tonight. Like a couple blocked field goals, a couple blocked punts. I love the interaction from the fans commenting here tonight. Had a couple good comments from our friend John Hupp saying he loves the broadcast. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Oh, drop back.
Cook slings it over the middle. Picked off.
Oh, my goodness.
Logan DeMoss puts the icing on the cake.
Man, Nate. Just over his receiver. And what's the odds that right behind him, Logan DeMoss is there waiting with open arms. Let's take a look at that one again. It's just like, as the quarterback, you just got to feel like if anything bad can happen, it will happen. He's just right there. Oh, my goodness.
Just overshoots the receiver.
No first downs.
No touchdowns.
No touchdowns.
No
bad,
touchdown.
not bad.
And now the Senecas take over with a chance to just close this one out here. 2:02 left to play in the ball game. Figure to see a few runs here on this one.
And you got to think that's big time, really big time there, Nate, because after a pretty awful punt.
Palm on the quarterback keeper. Slides down.
Just wise play right there.
And how is that not a flag? What's going on there? And now, they threw the flag at the end of that play on, who was that? Owen Seifert that threw him at the end of that play? How is that not? I mean, I get it. End of the game, a little frustration, whatever. But I don't know.
But yes, that's a heads-up play right there. You just get down, slide. You don't need the touchdown. You don't need the first down on first down. You don't need to be getting hurt. So, yeah, it's just a great job there. As soon as he saw the contact, he said, no.
Stick around for our Fan of the Game segment in the post-game show. Fan of the Game brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants.
Oh,
high snap.
Good
Palm.
job of wrangling it in, and he just falls on it. Again, just eating that clock, though. I mean, really.
That's all you got to do.
It's like at this point in the game, it doesn't really hurt that much.
Post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll have our Player of the Game presented by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. Of course, there's still time to submit your Fan of the Game pictures. Who do you got? Who's your Fan of the Game tonight?
Clapping it up here. This should be the last snap that they have to take here, Nate, with 38 seconds on the game clock. Should be able to just take the snap. I would just kneel on it here. All right, why even run it? You just kneel on that one. Yeah, there you go.
And Palm brought down.
And then you see I didn't see it on the camera, but I seen it there just out.
Eagles
on the,
take their final timeout.
Did they really?
Oh, wait, no, they got one more left.
Okay. I was going to say, I just seen out on the field there some good sportsmanship between the Eagles and the Senecas, some players out there, you know. There's nothing like a hard-fought game where someone actually
Eric Hall.
You know, when someone tests you and puts you to your limits. And you know what that's what this game was all about. Calvert had something to prove to themselves when they came out here tonight.
Yeah, they really did.
And this Monroe team is no slouch, so this was one heck of a measuring stick to come out and prove yourself tonight.
That's a great point, Greg. They really did have a lot to prove tonight. After that, the way they started out last week, and, you know, there was a lot of talk around town. I mean, I'm sure all the fans were kind of murmuring a little bit. They had a lot of expectations coming into this season.
It was just kind of a lot of unknowns after last week. I think the Senecas are kind of quieting some of those unknowns here tonight.
That's right. Having some connection issues down there on the field as Shoemaker gets the punt away. This one hits at the 50, and Van Dett wisely downs it at the midfield marker.
Still haven't gotten used to these Calvert uniforms looking like the 90s Detroit Lions.
Yeah. A little different.
I like the blue and black and white stripe in the top of the helmet. I like that a lot. There's Donnie zooming in on it. They got some really nice helmets, too.
Yeah.
Like style-wise, yeah.
First down, Monroeville. Ball at the 49-yard line inside Seneca's territory. 14-point deficit for the Eagles here. Haven't really been able to get much going since their starting quarterback, Colton Clark, went out of the game.
Yeah, they came out on fire to start the second half, but that was pretty much it. Fire went out after that, Nate.
And that's going to do it, folks. I think they're just, nope, never mind. I don't know what was going on. They started the clock. There was 26 seconds left on the clock. Now it's down to 17. Cook back to pass. Steps up.
Barring a incompletion.
Take off and run with it.
Yep, there we go.
And he's just going to go out of bounds.
Still got 9 seconds left.
9 seconds left on the clock.
And in a situation like that, I'm just like, why are you run up?
Well,
I mean, it is what it is, but I'm sure he wants to go home.
Eric, you got nothing down there? Huh.
Too many rowdy Seneca fans over here.
I guess so.
Well, they had a great turnout over here tonight for the Seneca side. I'm sure that in some parts of the broadcast, folks can hear him. We're sitting over here on the visitor side. Loads up, steps out of that sack.
Cook
looking, directing
slings
traffic.
it down the field into the end zone.
Oh, too much.
And that's the end of the ball game, folks. The Senecas come into town and steal one from the Eagles, 35-21. Big win for Senecas after falling flat in week 1 on the road. Boy, they came tonight. They came to play tonight, Greg. This was a huge statement win for this Senecas team and a great way to right the ship. We're going to step aside, take a quick timeout, but folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. We'll catch the fan of the game brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants, and we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Benchwarmers. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Prevent opioid and stimulant misuse in your teen's sports journey. Keep all medications locked and only use them as prescribed. Talk openly about the dangers of misusing painkillers and stimulants. Work with healthcare providers to find safe alternatives for pain and focus. Protect their future. Prevent misuse. Visit carsa.org for prevention tips and community resources.
Heart of Ohio Sports is your home for live video streaming of high school football.
Don't settle for the rest when you can go with the best, right here on the pulse of the Buckeye State, heart of Ohio sports. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone! A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center. That's
Oh
probably at least
man, are you
360.
kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit the center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone! A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center. That's
Oh
probably at least
man, are you
360.
kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
My stomach is messed up.
The game's almost over. Can't you wait?
No, I gotta go right now.
Wow, really?
Swung on, hit to center, well hit. Back, and this one's gone. A home run for Connor Moyer on an 0-2
Needed
pitch.
that.
Smokes it to dead center.
Oh, man, are you kidding me?
It happens. Never miss a moment. Heart of Ohio Sports. Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and top quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
All right, welcome back. We're live here at Marsh Field as the Senecas come away with a victory, 35-21 over the Monroeville Eagles. Thanks for tuning in here on the postgame show, brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. Big win for Tiffin Calvert as they move to 1-1 on the season. And Monroeville falls to the same record at 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of times that you would say there's a statement win in week 2 of high school football, but this season could got off to a real rough start if the Senecas didn't pick up the victory here tonight. And like we talked about, Nate, they really came out and kind of showed all the doubters that they could go ahead and hush up at least for one more week.
That's right. We have our player of the game tonight, brought to you by Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery. It is Logan DeMoss. Had an excellent game tonight. 3 catches, 77 yards and a touchdown. He also had a punt return for a touchdown and an interception. All 3 phases of the game Logan DeMoss showed up in. That's why he takes home our Benchwarmers Player of the Game award. We also have our Fan of the Game segment, brought to you by Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. As Greggy wants to go to the camera in the press box for some reason. Oh, Donnie, turn the camera off.
No. That's we'll talk about it later.
But once again,
yeah,
we're live here, and folks, want to give a big shout out to our Fan of the Game sponsor, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. As tonight, our Fan of the Game, I don't know where they are.
Yeah, that's weird. The picture messed up. Give me 1 second, Nate.
Our Fan of the Game just could not make it through the whole game for some reason. A little too sleepy. Where did it go? I sent it to you.
Yeah, I know. I had it in there too, so he's just like not showing up.
It's just one of those nights, folks.
Well, it came to me and then it said it failed, so I don't understand how I got it and it failed. Doesn't make any sense. Because it was there.
But a big shout out to our Fan of the Game sponsor, Yanich Oral Surgery and Dental Implants. Once again, your final score, Tiffin Calvert 35, Monroeville 21. For Donnie Hannum and Eric Hall and Greg Kinn, I'm Nate Mullins, signing off from Marsh Field. Have a great night, everybody.